on, everybody? Happy Friday. Welcome, welcome.
Howdy.
Good to see everybody again. Another day. And we're well into June now, right? June? I think
we're say we're well into it, but
I mean, we've passed the first 7 days. So we're like into June, right? So
correct.
I did I picked up a few things from Vapor DNA, which I didn't get anything new from them. I got some disposables. Go figure. You know, these old the millipods that I had before. This is a different flavor, mixed berry ice. Don't really care for this one that much. The grape is good. The blueberry custard's good. This mixed berry ice does not taste like mixed berry, in my opinion.
It's got a very weird flavor to it.
It's weird. Yeah, it tastes more like a bad attempt at a custard.
It tastes like a generic cherry cough drop. It's got like weird,
weird
ass fruit flavor.
It's weird. It is weird. I did get one of these. This is blue raspberry lemonade grape. It's got all those flavors in there, which is interesting because it actually doesn't taste bad. This is supposed to be 7,000 puffs. No, I'm sorry, 6,500. It even says it on the mod, which you can barely read, but yeah, 6,500.
Yeah, it's because he's got his mic and shit turned up too loud in there.
I do?
And his door's open. They're saying I'm echoing.
Oh, let me shut my door. Maybe it won't echo now. I don't know. Hey, timekeeper, how's it going?
Echo.
Or I can move my mic a little further away from my speakers, and then it shouldn't pick it up. What else did I get? I got some other stuff in. Main thing I got, I guess, would be this guy right here, which you may remember from way back. This is an old Q Mini, but this is the titanium version of the Q Mini. So this is like a one-of-a-kind deal right here. It was weird. When I first put the batteries, it didn't come on. Lost stream. The stream dropped. Okay, I don't know why the stream went back or bad. Is the stream back now? I didn't do anything. What do you mean it's broke? I see it moving.
Yeah, it refreshed for me, but it seems to be back now.
Okay. It's up now? Okay, good. I don't know where I was at, but we'll just proceed like nothing happened. Yeah, I got the this is the Q Mini, but this is the titanium version. So this is like a special edition, one of a kind. So this, I believe this metal here, this here, and the buttons, and maybe the frame around here is all titanium. I'm guessing. It is a nice mod, Kyle Chucker. This came from Jazzy. I got other stuff too. I got another G-Class, or not G-Class, SL Class V2.
Close enough, CDC.
This is brand new. Here, I'll take it out so y'all can see what it looks like, but not like you haven't seen one of these before. I mean, Vic vapes one of these like almost every day. Here's the SL Class V2.
It looks like the same one I have, isn't it?
It probably does look very similar. You do have one like that. So that's the SL Class V2. Then I also got this guy here, which this is the first SL Class, but it's
Jade.
It's got oh, look at Jade. You know, I was kind of hoping you were going to stop by, Jade, because I want to say something about everything that's happened. a lot of y'all, some of y'all follow me over on, the paramotor stuff. Some of y'all don't. But Flying Flamingo Jade, which I watch her show. She does a show. Well, she did do a show every Wednesday night. She probably won't be doing one for a while now, far as I know, unless her co-hosts are going to help her out. But Jade was in a paramotor accident last Sunday. Now, this I don't think was anything to do with anything she did wrong. She took off at the right time of day. It was 7:30 in the morning. I mean, there's no thermals or anything like that. So I know that she flies a trike, and the trike, when she took off, took a basically a hard right spiral down to the ground. When she tried to correct it, it pretty much put her in a spiral going to the ground. Now, I'm going to list off some of her injuries, and it's probably not all of it. Let's see. Injuries on her left ankle. Left hip was broken in 2 places. Left dislocated leg. She broke her right leg above her artificial knee. Lacerations in her kidney, liver, broken ribs, punctured lung, bleeding on her brain. So, if y'all could keep her in your prayers, she's gonna definitely need some uplifting. She's in bad shape right now, and and she, I think, is probably not going to fly again, which I completely understand. It's like I told her, we were talking in DMs, and I told her, if you decide not to fly again, I completely understand. I mean, but in my case personally, now, like I said, this has nothing to do with her whatsoever. In my case personally, it's kind of like if you told me I couldn't vape tomorrow, I'd have to go back to cigarettes. It's not something I'd be willing to do. Same thing with flying. I mean, I still want to fly. Now, what it did do, and this always comes into perspective when an accident like this happens, it makes you think like, hey, I need to really be checking my stuff really good every time I go to take off, because it don't take but one little screw up when you take off and it can put you into the ground, and the dirt is what hurts. So yeah, I hope she has a speedy recovery. She's in the ICU, by the way. Bad shape. So I hope things work out great. And Eric's a trooper. He's hanging out with her, doing everything he can to help support her too. I saw one of her longtime friends came and played the ukulele for her. That was awesome. Yeah, it's they won't let you out of this ICU because I can't keep my blood pressure up. 101/51. That man, I wish my blood pressure would go that low.
Well, the 51's a little
51
low.
is low. 51 is low.
You take your time. There is no rush.
That's right. I mean, hey, sit there and watch TV or YouTube or whatever you need to do in that hospital. And prayers to you. Hopefully, you make a speedy recovery. Like I said, I completely understand. I know, like, if somebody was doing, say Steve Irwin, what if he had a really close encounter, saying he was alive? What if he had a really close encounter with an alligator where it bit part of his leg off, and he said, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore? You got to completely understand that the guy dealt with danger all the time, and that just made him go, you know what, I'm not doing it anymore. It's the same thing. Any kind of traumatic experience you have like that can just completely turn you off to whatever activity that is, whether it be flying or whatever it may be. You may just be like, you know what, I'm done. I got to fly. Which, I guess that's really the main thing. As long as you got to do it, you can say, hey, I did that. It was incredible. I don't have to do it the rest of my life. That's all your decision. So, yeah, I don't think anybody should try to force her back in the air. That's for sure. Oh, you need to fly. You need to know. If she don't want to fly, don't fly. But, yeah, it sucks. not sure what the circumstances was that made her trike pull real hard to the right, but that's what happened. You know, Jade, like I said, you got a lot of time now to sit and think about that while you heal. And I know while you're healing, you're going to be in a different frame of mind because you're like, screw that. Look what it did to me. Once you get past the healing phase, you are, you know, then you may change your mind, but I don't think you should be coerced into flying. You know, like, hey, you need to hurry up and get back in the air. No. When you decide that it's time, that's when you do it, not before. My 2 cents. But yeah, what all do I got? Your A assist messed up. Oh, that sucks. So that would have pulled the leading edge of your wing down. Yeah, that could be bad. Okay, well, I'm glad to know that. I had no idea what happened. But yeah, a lot of the trikes, for those of y'all that don't know, especially on the trikes that can do tandem, they usually have an A assist on there, which normally when we take off on a paramotor, whether it be foot launch or a trike, some of them do, some of them don't have A assist. And, you know, normally when I'm bringing my wing up, I have to hold the A's in my hand, which brings the glider up quick so that I can go and get up in the air. So some of the trikes, like the one she had, has basically these 2 strings that come up and they clip onto your A's. So you don't have to hold that. And what happens is when you go to take off, these strings hold onto your A's, and when they get up high enough, it releases the tension on them so that it don't shoot you. And if one of them messes up, then it's still going to be pulling really hard, and that side of the wing, would go too far and cause that spiral like that. So I get it completely. Wow. Okay. So, it's terrible to hear, and it's like I was saying, you know, there's a lot more people in the sport now. Oh, thanks, Creed. I can't remember where I was. I don't even know where I put it. Oh, I'm offline. Uh-oh.
Seems we're back now. I don't know what's going on.
I don't think I'm back. I can't even see the stream at all.
Yeah. Back. It refreshed.
Duplicate string key. Can y'all see me?
we're on. I'm watching.
Okay, let me try to go because I can't see anything right now. It's like completely jacked up.
Not even 15 minutes in, you're breaking shit.
I guess something hit my keyboard and it really ticked it off. But there we go. Something hit my keyboard and it really ticked it off. There we go. I just echoed myself. Okay, I see us now, so I guess we're on. I don't know what happened there, but yeah. So this this is a original SL class, which let me show it on the build cam because that doesn't really show it that well. So build cam, I'll show both of these on there. So this is the SL class, and with stab wood, this is Perry made these. So you can see, I like the way that kind of sparkles right there. Really nice. And yeah, this came from Jazzy also. Jazzy doesn't use as much vape gear as he used to, so a lot of the stuff he's like giving good deals on, and you know, Scuba's right there to sweep up on them.
Never met a deal he didn't like.
He also sent this, which this is supposed to have an RDA with it. Now I already have these. Very scary falling out of the sky. Yeah, it is, Graham. It is. So this is a lot of RDA caps. Now I do have one of these RDAs somewhere, but I'll have to find it. This was real popular back in the day. It even has a blue one. Look at there. But the RDA itself's not in here. I looked and I was like, nope, no RDA, no RDA. The Ultimate insert's in there, but I have one of these RDAs buried in one of the boxes when we moved, so I'll find that. And then whatever spare pieces I was missing, I can get from this one. So I'll be able to get that going. What else? I showed you that. And then the SL class B2, already got that. Now, Munchkin has managed to pretty much burn the cotton out of this mod. So
yeah, my tank was empty, and I tossed it in my purse because I forgot my juice, and apparently it was firing in my purse.
yes, which reminds me, if you're going to be putting your mod in your pocket or your purse, lock it, because what'll happen is if this hits the fire, it's going to sit there and fire in your purse for at least 10 seconds straight, which will burn your cotton. And we'll find out in a second how burned it is. But I can tell you, when I tried to vape it, that tastes absolutely horrid.
Yes.
On the Q Mini, the titanium one that I got here, I'm gonna show you on this camera because it looks better. But I put the tripod on here. Now the tripod I haven't used for a while because the top O-ring was bad. But I found the box that the thing that I do a lot, and I think Munchkin does it too. Anytime I buy a device, I keep all the spares in the box. That way I know these spares go to this tank, etc. So I have lots of boxes.
We have boxes full of boxes.
Yeah, we have boxes full of boxes. So I went in there, got the I got the spare O-ring put on here. Now this thing works great. The only thing I've never really liked about the tripod, the flavor is outstanding. It's just you have to fill this thing with juice all the time because it has no, that might hold 2 meals if you're lucky. So you blow through juice on this thing. Just blow through juice.
I hope they're giving you good pain meds in there, Jay.
They better give you good pain meds. I mean, I'd be like, doctor, I got a broken hip, lacerated this, lacerated that, dislocated this. I need some good pain meds. I mean, and then again, you don't want to get addicted to them damn things because that's a whole nother story. Hey, Gail, how you doing? I have not seen you in here in forever. Did you? Gail saw that little video I did where I looked like Vic. That was hilarious. I don't know why they thought I was trying to do a Scottish accent. I was not.
I don't know what the hell you were doing.
Or whatever accent, a UK accent. I just wanted to record it to see what it would look like, talking like Vic. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to post it for the hell of it. And I did. I thought it was funny.
we have a mystery viewer as well. She was locked out of chat, though, because she was waiting.
Ah, mystery viewer. Okay.
I think she misses us. I'll just say that.
Oh, okay. Hello,
Oh,
kitty.
There she is.
Kitty cat.
It's Kitty Bug.
I just heard Boots. Did we say Katie and Boots was like meow?
I guess I don't know why I sound like I'm in a barrel. Wally said that I've got the wrong mic on, but I've got everything disabled but my headset, so I don't know how I possibly could.
Yeah, I didn't change anything, so hopefully it didn't mess anything up. Yeah, Katie is in the house, which I think is funny that Munchkin's sister came over yesterday and she had like her grandson or something with her.
Yes, her grandson.
And he was like, ooh, I want that. You know how kids are. They came over and was like, oh, you brought us to the cool house, so he's like, oh, I want this, I want that. And then he got over to the cabinet and I had 2 of those Pocky 1-chip challenges inside the cabinet. And he's like,
I would need one.
I want one of those. I want it. I was like, you know what? Take it. I was like, but I want you to record you. I want somebody to record you eating that thing because that's going to be hilarious. That's going to be awesome. How old is he? Like 9? I mean, he's, yeah.
10.
He's 10?
His uncle will not be participating in eating that chip with him.
No, his uncle will not be. His uncle already knows. His uncle knows not to be like, oh yeah, let me have some of that. And He's like 11. His eyes got big as saucers when he saw the PS5. He's like,
Yeah.
what? What? And but you know what? I was like, do you want to play it? And he acted like, no, I'm good. I don't want to play. I just wanted to know that you had it here, apparently. I don't know. That's what it seemed like.
Well, I don't think they were here long enough for him to.
Today I went outside and pressure washed the siding that had some green moss or something growing up. Oh, wow. Zan gave up vaping 6 weeks ago, and you're still alive. Well, what Nick level was Zan on? That's the big key. Did he get down to like 1.5% or something, Nick? Or did he go from like 3 to no vaping? That's what I want to know. Because it just seems like if I was to try and quit cold turkey vaping, it would not go well. Nicotine's kind of one of those things, just like caffeine. You know, if you don't have it, you get irritable. And I know, like, if I don't have caffeine, I'll get headaches and crap. So kind of like, you know, same thing. He got addicted to 20 milligram disposables. Oh, and the space it went to 0 and then gave up. Okay, awesome, Gail. That makes sense. He might kill Munchkin or one of the cats. I would not kill anybody, Dolores, but I may be difficult to live with. I'll put it that way. She'd be like, you need to go outside with all that bull crap. Thank you, Linda, for hitting the like button. But yeah, you know, the flying thing, I tried to make another channel. Now, obviously, I can't sit there and upload to that channel over and over again if I'm not flying. So it's going to be a slow process. And trying to copy videos from this channel over to the other one is a nightmare. It doesn't do the same resolution. It's a pain.
Well, I know he turns into a bitch.
Creed. That is good to know. Yeah, the Asgard Creed is off the chain. I wouldn't have told you if I didn't think it was good. It is really good. Yeah, that Asgard, man. And you know what I'm going to probably build tonight besides Munchkin's tank is Kelpie. And I'll tell y'all why. The Kelpie had a broken glass, right? And I can't remember who, forgive me, whoever in chat, because I know one of you guys, it may have been Timekeeper, I'm not sure, sent me a bunch of spare glasses for the Kelpie. And I found the spare glasses and I was like, damn. And then I knew that I had the busted tank one. So I grabbed a glass and put it on. It works great. So I haven't vaped on it yet. So you and I were going to go on a trip building that thing. I did take the cotton out of it. It's ready to, I just got to throw some cotton on there and it'll be good to go. Yeah, I got everything, Dolores. It's good to go. So let's see what Munchkin's cotton looks like. I'm guessing it's going to fall apart because that was burnt. Oh, Gail, it's amazing to live on our own now. Give me sweaty palms. Yeah, it is, Graham. Very scary. You know, I try not to watch paramotor accidents and stuff, because if Munchkin sees them, then it makes her she don't want me to fly when she sees stuff like that. But it's like car accidents. It does happen. Paramotoring can be very safe if
Cars don't fall out of the sky.
Cars don't fall out of the sky, but a lot of you can't. This is the thing with car accidents, right? You can't control what the car's doing in front of you or coming towards you. Maybe they've been drinking. You don't know that. Boom. You're in an accident. You didn't try to do that. It was none of your fault. Same thing. Same thing, yeah. Man. You can die a bunch of ways.
Fall out of the sky. Now, let me ask you a question, right? How many different car accidents can you be in and walk away perfectly fine versus paramotor accidents?
It depends on the seriousness of the accident. whether it be from flying or driving a car.
How many different
Graham.
variations are there of paramotor accidents?
There's lots of variations. You could say that somebody trying to take off and falling over and breaking a pop is an accident.
That's not an accident.
Yes, it is, because they still broke something. They could even bend up their cage. It's the same thing when you bend up your car. It didn't hurt you, but it hurt your car. It's the same thing. That's still an accident. It's the same thing. Now, falling out of the sky, those can end 3 different ways. The worst being fatality. Got it. The second, you could fall and then maybe you have maybe you don't have a reserve, but you're only 20, 30 feet in the sky, which is, or in Jade's case, she was like 40 feet in the air. That's too low to deploy a reserve. By the time you tried to pull the reserve at, you'd be on the ground. So that case, you're probably going to get hurt bad, but you may be able to survive. You may not. And the third case is you're up really high, but you have a reserve. Your wing collapses, you throw your reserve, and you float down. Now, there are 2 types of reserve. Well, there's 3 types of reserves, but there's a steerable reserve, and then there's a non-steerable reserve. So the non-steerable reserve, you're basically at the whim of whichever way that parachute basically guides you down to the ground. So if it guides you down into a lake of alligators, then that would be bad. If it guides you down into power lines, that would be bad. So steerable reserve might be the way to go as far as reserve go. There's something that could happen in any sport you do. I would rather be happy dying something that I loved instead of.
Of course you would. You're not the one that has to be here to deal with the fallout.
I'm not gonna die from it.
Okay.
I'm not.
That's what everybody that has an accident says before it happens. Oh, it's fine. I know what I'm doing.
Let's take this tank apart. I wasn't even talking about flying. Y'all got me back onto it. I'm trying to, because Munchkin jumps. What's up, Jazzy? We already talked about everything. I can't even. How do you crank on this thing with all your might? Holy moly!
You put it together. What are you talking about?
I didn't screw this tank on there that tight.
Yes, you did.
Why put Munchkin through more stress? I'm not trying to put Munchkin through any stress. She just, Yeah, look at this, Jazzy. Ooh, don't that pretty right there. Ooh. The titanium Q-Mini. Ooh. Shiny. Bling, bling. I like it. And I got the tripod on top of it. So let's see how bad this, Let's see how bad this thing is. Good Lord.
It should be pretty bad.
Hey, Kramer.
Those were fucking crunchy. That tasted nasty.
It
was weird, though, because I didn't smell anything in my purse going wonky, and it wasn't hot when I pulled it out of my purse. So.
That's weird. It almost looks like it was dry hitting. I don't know if it's not.
Well, remember, the tank was completely empty, which is why I tossed it in my purse to begin with. So it was probably dry.
Okay. And then
fired completely dry in my purse.
So let's see. Well, you know what? You didn't burn it as bad as I thought because the cotton's not falling apart. If you burn it really bad, this cotton would literally. Yeah, you can see how black it is in the center. So it is burnt, but Ed Jag forgot. Oh, he forgot. What Jazzy forget? I don't know. There we go. That one's not as burnt in the center. So it's almost like you had some uneven burning going on.
I'd have to talk to whoever wicked it. All right, this nail polish is really weird. I'll have to.
Well, these were brand new coils that I
Okay.
put on here, so this shouldn't have been an issue as far as that going on. 99. Heck yeah, Jazzy.
Damn, Jazzy. Happy early birthday to her.
I want to see her hit 100.
Boots.
Oh, Timekeeper's like, I want a SL V2 class. Kramer, we already talked about Jade and everything. You missed it all.
Boots.
And I'm not going to torture everybody in chat by going over the whole thing again.
Well, I'm sure Jade's probably tired of talking about it and hearing it as well.
Jade's probably just plain out tired.
Very familiar with what happened.
Yeah, I'm well, okay, now this is the other thing. The juice that's in here, we got to dump because if it touched that wick, it's going to make this juice taste like that too. Well, it's not that much, but you have to dump this because
Oh, Scott, yes, that is the rare mod.
yes, this is the rare mod. This is the titanium Q Mini. So this, I know these buttons are titanium. This metal's titanium. This is titanium. I don't know about the actual C-frame part. Maybe Jazzy knows, but yeah, there. Now you can see it says Q Mini on the bottom down here instead of like on the side doors. But very nice mod. Very nice mod. Yeah, I was hoping that he was going to make the Q Mini like another version of it. Just start all over because it was a great mod. Great. Let's grab my little wick stick. Make sure my coils are even. Gotta have even coils and not touching. That's very important. Are you talking to the kitty?
Yes.
I can't even see. It almost looks like those are touching, but they're not. I should be able to slide something in between there, right? Yeah, they're not touching. They're just so close looking. It looks like they're touching. Even, am I saying coals? I probably am, Scott. Go figure. Bring it on, Jazzy. Yeah, all right. So we're going to wick this and try to make it the best we can. The inside is still clean. So contrary to what I thought about how she vapes, well, she's on what? I redid this, what, last Friday? It stayed pretty clean. So, yeah. I'm scared of the offer I have to make. Who knows? I'll have to see what I get.
You ain't got that much, so I can tell you that right now. So now that well, you can't see it because he left his building cam on. I got color changing nail polish that's supposed to change colors with the heat. But it's not quite working that way. So it's one color on my nail beds and then it's another color on the tips of my nail. But the color on the nail beds is like a weird green color. I look sick. It doesn't look right. I don't know if I like it. But this stuff is a pain in the ass to take off, so I guess I'm stuck with it. Yes, that is correct, Boots. Would you like to come up here?
Don't need whatever you.
It's out there in the living room. You just walked right by it. It was on the bar.
All right. So now that we have this in here, we're going to try and re-wick this thing because it tasted like liquid death when she handed it to me. And I'm like, yeah, that's not going to cut it. They still have the same old 3mm inside diameter dual 26 gauge core with 36 gauge wrap, all Kanthal. No stainless steel or anything like that on these, just because I like keeping a consistent ohm of like around 0.23-ish. Anywhere between 0.21 to 0.24, 0.25, somewhere in there is usually what it ends up being. These, I'm just peeling off the outside layer of this Muji cotton.
What you got for that vicious ant, Jazzy? That's the one I want.
Hey, you hush. That stuff's coming this way. At some point, when Jazzy feels like, hey, it's time to ship this stuff over there, then...
Timekeeper's bitten.
No, Timekeeper wants a G-Class V2, SL Class V2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't be giving away all my secrets. All right. I'm going to cut this right at the edge of the RTA. Peel these off. Yeah, I mean, as far as mods go, I haven't had any Yeehee mods fail me ever, so I got to give it to them there, man. Always works every time. There we go. Now we got two little bow ties. And that's about all you have to do for this tank. I mean, QP Designs makes this pretty simple. They're very forgiving on the wicking. You don't have to be an exact scientist to get this right to where it's going to give you a great vape, which I really enjoy that about the QP Design tanks. I don't have to sit there and go, oh, I need a little less or a little, you know, usually just ballparking it is good. So what happens is I get a little bit of cotton down in here, not enough to overflow this because I want the juice to be able to get the capillary action going right below this and pull all that juice up into this wick. So I like having just a little bit down in that wicking channel, not so much that it's choking it out, because then you'll get dry hits, and that's a bad thing. And I was like, why'd you get a dry hit? But she let her tank go empty because apparently she don't know how to put juice in it.
I left it here.
You left it here. I didn't vape it.
I left the bottle of juice here, so when it was
okay, gotcha.
I could not refill it.
Gotcha. So, why is this not focusing very good? There, that's about as good as I can get it there. Now, I always oversaturate this on purpose because I don't want it to taste like brand new clean socks or clean laundry, whatever you want to call it. If you get this saturated really good, and right now it's still cold, so I can sit here and let the plastic touch the coils, but as soon as I fire this, I have to be careful to not let that plastic tip touch the coil, because then you'll have a really bad tasting vape. I just put a drop on each one of the coils. I'll fire it a little bit, do the same thing.
Oh, Gail, you got the 9 tails.
Oh,
So cool looking.
the 9 tails. Yeah, Munchkin's always wanted one of them 9 tails.
Yeah, they don't make them no more.
Nope.
Or at least I couldn't find them.
that should be good there. It's already smelling really good. This is obviously Nilla nuts because it smells like it.
Yes, it is Nilla nuts.
Okay. Cotton's almost too big. What?
No, you don't need to do that, Gail.
Oh, is Gail gonna quit vaping too?
She said no.
Oh. All right. I can't tell.
That would be like ridiculously expensive just to ship, Gailey. That's
Well, you'd have to pay for the shipping, I'm sure. You want a nine tails bad enough, that's what you'll do. All right, so now all we have to do is fill the tank up and we should be good to go. And she won't have a tank that tastes like pure burnt nastiness, because that's what it was.
all right. Well, tell me how much it costs to ship. I gotta wait till payday though, because I just went to the grocery store. I got $40 to my name.
Yeah, what, like the 15th? So in like 6 days?
Next Thursday.
She'll have some money in 6 days. Next Thursday.
Damn mortgage payment.
All right, that should be done.
Kicking my ass. Come on. Come here.
Y'all ship to Aries all the time? That's funny. All right, let's see if this is gonna vape good. Whoa. Kind of helps if the airflow's open. Hold on a second. There we go.
All right, here's the nail polish. I gotta. Hold on, I gotta.
Okay. That I deserved because I did kind of oversaturate that coil. That was a little wet.
Did you get juice in your mouth? See, can you see it? You can't really see the color other than the blue, but the part on my actual nail bed is like a very light pea green color.
Oh, yeah, I can't see it then.
And this hand is shorter, so you can't really see the blue on the tips. It just, I don't. Oh, shit.
This is very flavorful, but right now it's tasting like it's over, it's got too much juice in it.
Hello, Boots. What are you doing?
You gotta watch out for them crazy Eddie deals.
Right? Yeah, well, it's from China, so like it doesn't on the bottle. It doesn't. You can only see what color it's like cold, which is the tips. So
You know what I could have done is when I was putting that down on there, I could have backed up and pulled the cotton out. That would be bad. We're gonna give this a minute and see if it still tastes flooded. If it does, I got to take it back apart and change the wicking a little bit. Let's move on to the Kelpie. So, well, y'all can't really see it on that screen.
something is flying around in my face.
So this is a Kelpie. Serial number 3800. And you can see designed by Vaping with Vic right there. Look at that. Don't think you can buy these anymore. You know how long it's been since I vaped one of these? I was trying my best to take the top off.
Kelpie somewhere around here.
I was screwing this thing and screwing, and the damn thing slides. I forgot that they slide. I was trying like hell to unscrew it, and I'm like, why is it not going? So there we go. I got it all taken apart, and let me see if y'all can see the build deck. My prices are insane. It's kind of focused, but yeah, I just got a 4-wrap coil in there, and that's actually I don't even think that's one of my Claptons. That's something else because that's very thick. That's like a 3-core Clapton. And I remember on the Kelpie, you want very little wick here on the edges, because if you put too much wick on the edges of this, it will dry hit like a mofo. And this is, I do believe, 2.5. Is that a 3? No, it's a 3. Okay, I stand corrected. I mean, heck, I hadn't. That coil's old, but I think it was new when I put it in there. It still should vape fine. And I have a brand new bottle of key lime cookie. Key lime cookie. I like key lime cookie. All right, let's get Creed build stand out here. You know, I put some glue on this thing, and it has been fine ever since. I don't even know what kind of glue I used, but whatever it is, it worked great.
Just super glue?
I don't think I used regular super glue. I used something else, and ever since I did that, it has worked spot on since then. Now, this one, you have to really get in there and cut close. I may even have to cut some more off of this. I remember having to go back and redo this a couple times because you want that cotton to barely hang down in there. So what I usually do, you can cut some of the top off and leave the bottom like that, to where all this just sits in this channel, but not too low. It's not showing up good on camera, but it is in this channel right here. I'm trying to bunch it over where y'all can see it better. So that is so bright, that's why y'all can't see it. It's in that channel right there. So now I have to do the same thing on this side. I'm just going to take some of this cotton and move it towards this channel. And if it's too high on the top, I just whack it off. So I'll just take my scissors at an angle and cut that piece off. That way it's more flat up here, but it still has the length over here to grab your juice and wick it up. This is going to be an amazing vape right here. It's been a long time since I tried the Kelpie, but I do remember that I liked it very much. So we're going to put some juice on here. Some key lime cookie. You can see by how dark this stuff looks. Now, what mod are we going to use it on? I guess we'll put it on this thing for now. I don't know what ohm this thing's at, so... .31. So if it's at 0.31, I'm going to go... I think we're good. I'm going to go to 32 watts. That should be fine for this.
Ah, so Jazzy's just too buzzed to vape is what it is.
He's too buzzed. Hash razzing. Damn. Oh, yeah, look at that. Man, this is going to be good stuff.
Please.
Now, let's put this back together. It should fit on there really easy because that's why I cut that cotton off. Now, let's find where this thing slides open. There we go, right there. This is so dark. It's black, so it's hard to see. You'll be able to see the bottle, though. And thanks to my benefactor that sent me these tanks, I'm going to be able to put more juice in there.
Who are you talking to, Gaelic? Us? Yeah.
It's sold out everywhere. Yeah, Dolores, they stopped making that thing a while back, so it'll be really hard.
I was saying something. Yes, Gaelic, we don't have any restrictions here. Just a nicotine tax, that's all.
Oh, goodness gracious. You know what? I'm getting more out of that tank than the other one. The other tank that I'm vaping is the Blaze, but it's the dual coil Blaze, not the single. Let's see.
Because I am John Q.
She still sounds like she's in a cave. I don't know why it's doing that. I
don't know either.
I didn't change anything to make her sound like she's in a cave. Maybe it's because she's turned up too high or something. I don't have any filters. I don't have any filters on you or anything like that.
I'm gonna go grab it in a minute. I'm just trying to put all my crap away that I pulled out to do my nails.
Give Munchkin back her mod. Oh yeah, it's over there.
You think it has something to do with Satan? I don't know. I think he's busy elsewhere. He's not too worried about me. But I can hear myself.
Let me turn my volume down.
Coming from your speakers. Yeah, that might be it, that you have everything at 11.
There.
Is that better? Do I still sound like I'm in a cave?
Well, I turned you way down.
Apparently, I'm not loud enough bitching in his ear, so he's got to crank up the microphone when I'm...
That was it?
Up in here.
Awesome. Okay, it's fixed now. Sorry, guys. We should have tried that earlier.
When it's broke, blame Scuba.
Oh, that's so different when you're vaping that and then you vape Nilla Nuts and it's like, whoa, that's different. Okay. What I meant to do was vape the Blaze and then vape the Kelpie and see which one I like better. The Blaze obviously holds more juice. The Blaze, though, is dual coil, the Kelpie single coil, so that was subtle feedback. That's hard to explain. I'm getting more sweetness from the Kelpie than the Blaze. Not necessarily more flavor, but it's sweeter. Go figure. Feedback from Scuba's insanely high mic. Well.
No, it's because he's deaf, so he turns volume up on everything to blast you out of the house.
It's so I
His
can
computer,
hear.
the TV.
I have trouble hearing stuff because I'm...
It's because you listen to everything at 11 already.
Man, you'd think it's foggy in here or something. I mean,
It's a little foggy in there, yeah.
I got...
Don't you have a fan going? You've got my fan. Turn
I got
it
two
on.
fans going. Awesome. Congratulations, Timekeeper. You are now the owner of a new
Keep your
SL Class V2 and a Blaze Solo RTA. Awesome. For a crazy Eddie deal. Hearing aids. You know, that's a possibility, Dolores, because my brother wears hearing aids. Thanks, Gail. Thanks for stopping by. And tell Zan congratulations, and I'm glad he has not taken your head off because he quit vaping. But that's awesome that he's pretty much a free man from all vaping or anything. He don't have to worry about that no more. That's awesome. I wish I could just lower my nicotine level.
There's no need to. You turn into a bitch.
Well, I know. That's the problem.
This still tastes gross.
What do you mean it still tastes gross? It tastes fine to me.
Yeah, maybe it'll go away after a while. I can still taste it.
I mean, I didn't clean out the drip tip. I don't know. Maybe that's it, because that's why I said you have to clean out the entire tank. I cleaned all that out, though. It should be fine.
It's not.
So what I did, guys, is in preparation to stop everything, like if I do go flying in the recent future, I got these little disposables that I can carry with me to fly with, that in case I drop this, I'm not out that much money. I don't want to take the Pink Panther and then be like, I dropped a freaking almost $200 mod. No, I don't want to do that. So these I dropped, no big deal. But flying with expensive mods is not smart. Crazy earner.
Flying with them is one thing. It's trying to switch out the batteries and all the other crap you do.
Well, I usually, when I go up with this, I check the battery before I even go to fly to make sure it's got enough battery. But it's so easy to, like, say it don't vape right and you do need to check the battery or something, these doors can fall off and it'd be gone. So yeah, you're up there close to where Jade is at. Is Jade in Michigan or Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
Yeah, I get those two mixed up. Nice, John Wayne.
Hey, John.
Yeah, John's been getting a lot of flying in lately. And I'll be honest with you, John, the weather here has been like up and down, up and down. And honestly, it's like the jets, when we had that bad weather, weren't flying at all. And now that we got some better weather, they're flying all day long now.
And at night.
Yeah, and at night. I mean, what was it, 9 or 10 o'clock at night last night? They were still flying the jets. I'm like, damn, I couldn't fly if I wanted to.
So you didn't tell them what you had me out there trying to do when you tried to have me killed.
Oh, okay. So, was it last weekend, I think? I decided to take Munchkin out to the school that's right behind our house to kite my wing. Unfortunately, the winds were, it showed 9 miles an hour, but the winds, by the time we got over there, had went up to 16 miles per hour.
With 25 mile per hour gusts.
Yeah, 25 mile an hour gusts. So
I will just say my ass has never left the ground from a sitting position that quickly in, like, I don't know, 40 years.
So the good thing is I did not clip her into any kind of harness. So she was safe. All she had to do if something went wrong is let go. We did just hang kiting. So even with strong wind, if something bad happens, you let go. And she didn't have her hands on any of the lines, so she couldn't get string burn or anything. So I just wanted to see what it felt like
I had gloves on.
to get pulled from the wing. And she did really good, actually. So
It's funny you say that, John Q. I did not let go, and it tried to drag me across the field, but my little legs kept up.
that she pulled that wing up. I got her to get the A's and lift the wing up, and then there was enough wind that it just boom, it picked up in the air quick, and then it proceeded to yank her across the field. I wish I would have recorded it, because her little feet was she ran across that field so damn fast. Almost to the trees. But
I was able to lay it back down.
Yes, she laid the wing back down on the trailing edge, not the leading edge. So it came up nice and straight for her. She did good. For the first time ever having touched a wing, she did pretty damn good. No, I didn't take video, Arnie. She probably would have got mad if I broke out. And I was I was more worried about her, not getting hurt than taking video of it. If she kites again, I'll get some video of it so you guys can see.
It won't be in 16-mile-per-hour winds because that was a bit much. Now,
Yeah.
I had sat down because I got short little T-Rex arms, so I was pulling the brakes. It was not laying down, so I just sat down with it. And then I'm thinking, well, shit, why should I use my own power to get up off the ground? I'll just lift the wing back up. So I just pulled slightly, and it yanked my ass up off the ground with a quickness.
Yeah.
Very fast.
It's weird because you don't think that it's going to pull that hard, but that son of a gun, when that wing comes up through the power zone, it will yank you like you... I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how strong that wing is. Now, if you have a small kiting wing, you could kite in really strong wind like that, no problem. But I got a 27-meter wing, and we're out there kiting in like 19-mile-an-hour, 16 to 19-mile-an-hour winds with 25-mile-an-hour gusts. It was strong. It was strong, so... We did that. We didn't do that long, maybe 10, 15 minutes. I kited some, she kited some, and then we came back home.
It took him longer to wrestle the wing because the wind kept picking it up and flinging it everywhere.
Yeah.
It took him longer to get a hold of it and get it back over to the car than pretty much.
It was a pain. I grabbed all the lines and had the thing in a rosette and tried to put it over my shoulder. Even in a rosette, the wind was trying to catch the wing and pull it out of my hand. I'm like,
the wing.
Damn. Yeah, it was bad. Explain kiting to me.
Just like flying a kite, but you're using a big parachute wing instead of a kite.
Yeah, you have, and she was hand kiting. So hand kiting means you don't put a harness on, you're not clipping it to your body. So if she had it clipped to her body and it pulled her, it would have drug her across the field. So hand kiting... It
would have lifted my ass up in the air and flung me into the trees.
Right. So hand kiting, she just had it in her hands. So she was able to, she had one hand, well, she does it this way. She holds the A's in her right hand and the brakes in her left hand. So you pull the A's to make the wing go up, and you pull the brakes to bring the wing down. So you find that balance point between your A's and your brakes. That's how you balance the wing. If it tilts one way, you can move your A's over to try and tilt the wing back the opposite direction of which way. Say it's going to your right, you can pull your A's over this way to tilt it back that way. And you also want to step under the wing because you're a pendulum, so you want to step under your wing, whichever the low side is.
Can't see why Jewish people wouldn't be able to.
It is definitely not an anti-Jew sport. It's not an anti-anybody sport. There's people a lot older than me that fly. A lot older than me. I think there's some 80-year-olds.
Wrong kite, John Q, but yeah.
Glider. Well, they call it kiting, but what would you call it?
Because you're basically flying the wing like a kite.
You can't say you're gliding because you're not actually flying, so you can't say, oh, I was gliding my wing. That doesn't make sense. So, yeah, it's kiting. So, I didn't say
But,
kite.
I mean, all right, so you guys have seen videos of people on the beach with actual kites, right? And you've seen it drag them through the sand. Imagine that being 27 feet long, made to catch the air and pick you up off the ground, because it will. Very quickly.
Yes. Yes. I mean, if you're laying on the ground and you're like, hey, help me up off the ground, and somebody pulls you with their arm, that's a whole new feeling of being pulled up off the ground right there. It's like yank.
It snatched me up off the ground.
It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger
which is what I wanted it to do. But I mean, I could see how it was a good workout. I was 10 minutes, and the back of my arms hurt, and my legs hurt from
running really fast, taking little baby steps.
Yeah. Those are normal size steps. I just have really short legs, so
those are normal size steps. Okay,
yes,
if you say so.
yeah. So we went for a walk on the beach the other day before Canada got all their smoke down here, and
Oh my gosh,
was a mile and a half.
that's finally clearing out. We had lots of smoke here from Canada. All them fires that are going on right now in Canada, we got all the smoke because
Yeah, I hope that's not near you, Dolores.
the Gulf Stream is all coming down. It's pushing all that smoke down on us. So it smelled like fire all day. It was really bad to be outside, honestly.
I mean, I didn't think it was too bad. It didn't give me a headache or anything like that. I think it smells.
Oh, I know. Good. Yeah, New York. I saw that, Harry. Yeah. New York got it bad, way worse than we did.
Ed. I mean, hey, we got to just deal with some.
Have fun, Jazzy.
Smoke. It happens here too. A couple years ago, our swamp caught on fire, and it was really, really, really.
I like the way John Q put that. He's trying to act like he's helping, but he said, "Are you mocking her little gnome legs?"
Yes, he was mocking my gnome legs.
At the same time.
Well, when we were going for a walk on the beach, I'm like, "Are you running? Can you fucking slow down? You're walking like 20 paces ahead of me." And he's like, "I can't help it. It's a normal step for me."
I'm jealous, John. 1.4 hours per day, 9 out of 11 days. That's crazy. I was happy to get 2 flights in at the fly-in, and one of those was very dangerous. I'm still like, why did I even... Well, I can't say that. When I took off, it was okay. I stayed up over an hour.
Not as low as us, Dolores.
And by the time I landed, it was really bad. And it wasn't from thermals because it was only, 7:30 in the morning? It was still like barely sunrise, but the winds had gotten really bad with gust, and it was throwing me around. I mean, I posted the video. It was throwing me around. My wing took a partial collapse. I'm surprised I landed without breaking something. It lifted me up right as I was touching the ground, which sucked. I was like, oh, I'm going to land on my feet. And then whoop, I got lifted in the air and dropped right back down. That sucked. I wasn't ready for that. I can go much next up, Canadians. Yeah, you're going to be going after Dolores. She'll get you. Oh my goodness. So anyways, I got a new headset coming that and John's probably familiar with it since I think, well, Linda's here too. PPG Smoke is coming out with a new headset that I've listened to and watched demos of that new headset, and you can't even hear the paramotor. All you hear is the person's voice, which is amazing because even Tucker don't got that good a sound. You can hear his paramotor when he does his videos, but these are going to be like almost dead silent. I think it's almost too much because if you can't hear the motor at all, people are going to be like, are you floating? What the hell?
Okay, so to me, doing a video flying without some type of flying background noise would be like going to a fireworks show and videotaping that without the sounds of the booms in the back. The noise is part of the video.
Right. I get what you're saying.
I mean, not so loud that we can't hear you talk, because I've seen other people.
Yeah, it's Linda.
That I guess you can't hear them at all, but
Sean will finally be back Monday from his long cruise. They just went to the Bahamas on a cruise, which I've been trying to take Munchkin on one, but maybe we can go next year at some point. Yeah, let's go during hurricane season. That's when we should go. It's cheap then.
No.
They'll steer around the hurricane, mostly.
I I'm still not sold on a cruise because I don't like people, and you're gonna put me on a boat. The only thing that is appealing to me about a cruise is 24-hour food. That's it.
They definitely have
That's it.
24-hour food. Now, honestly, the last time I went on a cruise, they had the soda card. They didn't have a drink card.
Exactly,
Now they have a drink
junkie.
card and a soda card. So you can pay for both of those and have like not unlimited, but you get so many drinks per hour.
Right, Dolores. Like, and I've seen pictures of like the decks where people are out. People have their fucking mattresses out on the deck because there's no chairs left, or you can't get into the pool because you're basically shoulder to shoulder. That does not sound.
Yeah, you're if
fun
you take
to
a
me
cruise.
at
Hey,
all.
Ernesto, how you doing, man? Haven't seen you in a
Oh,
while.
hello, Ernesto. How you doing?
I haven't. There's no way to get away from people on a cruise, and they're constantly trying to entertain you. Like, if you watched any of Sean's video, you see they are always dancing and playing music and all kinds of stuff. A $20 helmet and a $7 mic. You
See,
go,
John.
John
I
Wayne.
wish Scuba thought like you. No, he's fucking
did
spending
do
money
that.
like we got a
Okay.
damn money tree in the back.
Well, the only reason I don't like that is because I have lots of cords. Now, John Wayne might not have to worry about that. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
I have a Baofeng radio, which that's what I'll use to talk to the other people that I fly with. And then I also have an airband radio. So I need to be able to talk with if I didn't live in a freaking controlled airspace, I wouldn't need this. But since I do, I'm going to need to be able to talk with Air Force Base to get permission basically to fly. I'm not selling that cruise very well. You're right, Scott.
Thank you. What is the amount of cords he has to spend anything? Yeah, I don't. What is the connection between you having a lot of cords and your need to buy shit?
Because there's too many cords on my helmet. More cords equal danger. I don't want flappity stuff on my helmet. I mean, this.
Okay, well, you don't need to have a GoPro attached to your helmet. You don't need to. You don't.
If I didn't have a
any-
GoPro, I can't share my videos with everybody. Why are you frozen?
Because we're buffering.
You said you, and that's all I saw.
Yeah, I mean he's not selling.
No,
the
John
cruise at all.
Wayne,
It
don't
sounds
tell
like
me
torture.
that. Did you damage it? Damn. That's the same thing that happened to. Yeah, it's an expensive hobby, Graham. It is. I mean, just getting your stuff
Leave
right
it
at the
to
beginning.
him to pick a rich man's hobby.
No damage. That's awesome, John. Good. Yeah, the guy that we had at the fly-in, his motor went out. You probably already heard this, but he had a farmer bring him back, and they put it on a flatbed, and the paramotor slid off the flatbed and
Into a
pretty much
ditch.
destroyed the damn thing. So, yeah. I don't know why I'm buffering, guys. Internet's being a pain.
Yeah, when are you going to call Verizon and be like, what the hell is wrong with our internet?
There you go. See, his two Harleys are $80,000. Harleys ain't
Dolores.
cheap.
No, but that's the initial investment. I'm sure it doesn't cost thousands of dollars for every little thing that he needs
You
for it.
you just proved my point. The initial investment. And once I get
You've
past,
been initially investing in this thing for a year and a half now.
because I've been getting it slowly. I couldn't buy it all at once. I needed a good helmet. I need a reserve. I need floaties. After that, it's just getting gas for it. That's
and
it.
I need a radio, and now they got a better radio, and now they got a headset, and now now they've got a better headset. You're gonna do the same thing you did with this that you do for vaping. Every time they come out with something new and better, you're going to buy it. And apparently, I'm talking too loudly.
Boots is like, what's going on in here? So yeah, I get
I
it.
think you trained her to do this.
Oh yeah, I trained the
I'm
cat to
not
come
yelling
after
at
you while you're yelling,
exactly. I
talking
think
loud.
you did.
Yeah. Yeah, for some reason our cat, just that cat, does not like when you talk loud. If she keeps talking loud, the cat will come and either bite her arm or scratch at her. Yeah, Dolores, I'm trying to. I'm almost done getting all the gear I need. Well, actually, there is one more thing that I want, but I've not made any kind of push toward it. I mean, it's $1,500, but that's a trike. And the only reason I'm going to have that before too long because I'm not going to be able to run into the sky. Well, I don't know. John Wayne still does it. Bill H still does it. Yeah, wait till you have to rebuild your motor. Yeah, I know, John.
Right,
Luckily, I just hit, drum roll please, 6 hours on my motor. John Wayne, 6 hours on my motor. So I got a ways before I have to worry about rebuilding it, especially a factory R. They go even further. Yeah, I know y'all have trikes, but you don't use them most of the time, John Wayne.
No,
Y'all foot launch, which is great. It gives me inspiration. Like, hell, they can do it. I can do it. Now, y'all are skinny as a rail, though. I'm not that skinny, so it's a little harder for me to get in the air with my weight. But I'm going to try to change that here soon. Apple headset. It's only $3,500. It's better than the Quest. They have a Quest 3 coming out, by the way. Well, it's not called Quest anymore. It's a Meta Quest or whatever the hell. Back on keto for scuba. Yeah, Dolores, I don't know if we're going to do keto or South Beach or so. We're going to do something then to get our weight down. Or just basically eat better, period.
1.5 mile walk on the beach.
You rebuilt Adam 80s 3 times. Nice, John. Well, you're a pro at it now. If you've done it 3 times. I'm good at doing car motors and stuff. The good thing is, I know when you become a paramotor pilot, it makes you a mechanic. I was already a mechanic, so rebuilding any of the motor stuff is not going to be that hard for me. It's just going to be the costs of it.
We don't drink that much, John Q. We're pretty much only on Fridays and maybe a drink during the week. We don't drink that much.
Safer to buy a trike than try to run at Scuba's age. Yeah, I'm okay right now, Dolores. I mean, maybe in the future my knees won't hold up to but right now I'm okay. The only thing I have trouble doing is getting up from being on the ground. That's where it seems like that's the hardest thing for me to do is get up when I'm on the ground, like on my knees. I used to be able to get up easy. Now it's like a little rougher, unless I've taken some ibuprofen or something. Then I'm better.
Talk about rough. Try jumping down from the counter. That'll send shockwaves up your legs, through your body, and into your shoulders.
Trike paramotor, yeah. They have them, Graham. A lot of guys fly trikes. Scuba has a good haircut today. I don't have gel or anything in my hair right now, John Q. I'm a reverse weeble. So I fall down a lot. Okay, I got you. Good pain meds are a must.
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. You just can't get up.
Yeah, there you go. The arthritis, yeah, I don't have any pain meds, so I'm kind of screwed on. I mean, as far as real pain meds, I only got over-the-counter stuff.
Ooh, apple pie and custard. That sounds good.
The Trilogy RTA. You know what? The Trilogy is a really good RTA, but it has to be built just right. If you build it wrong,
Dolores,
it pours juice down the center and it comes all out over your mod. But if it's built right, it's awesome. I mean, obviously, I wanted to take and grind down those walls where your wick sits so that it can't create a channel for juice. And then it'd be a perfect RTA because it's a great little RTA for flavor. I've fallen and I can't get up. I know, right?
Do we need
So
to get you life alert?
right now they're doing Fly It for Gage, which is a fly-in they're doing for Gage. Never trust a skinny Chef Shane. Y'all seen him come in the show before, and that fly-in is for his son that died from cancer. So this whole thing, which I know Bad Apples.
Yes, he's raising money. The Fly It for Gage is the scholarship.
Am I a turtle? No, I have turtled, but I'm not a turtle, Scott. I have turtled, though. Does that make sense?
Of course, got a link for life alert.
So, what was I talking about?
He can't get that AARP discount just yet.
The Fly It for Gage. Bad Apples donated like $5,000 for his fund, so he's raising money for scholarships to put kids through school, which is awesome. They're doing a raffle for an electric bike, and I bought like 15 raffle tickets. They're doing the raffle tomorrow night. I'll find out then if I won. Maybe I didn't. If I didn't, no big deal. It went to a good cause. That's the way I see it. So I don't know how many people even showed up, but I know, like, if Gorilla shows up, he's probably going to come in there and buy like 100 tickets. So I'll lose.
I wonder, if you don't win, can you write that off on your taxes as a charitable donation?
I don't know. It is a donation. I mean, because they donated the bike, and then he's just giving it away in a raffle. So all the money he gets from the raffle is pure profit going right back into the scholarship fund.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's considered a charitable donation because it is for a raffle. So you're technically buying something.
This will bring back some memories for you guys. They're having Harbor Fest here in Hampton, or Norfolk, I guess Norfolk. Yeah, in Norfolk. Mm-hmm. So it started today. Matter of fact, they're going to do a drone show in 8 minutes, which we won't be able to see because I had to do my show. But what is that guy's name? The Time? Is it The Time?
I don't know.
This thing's Jungle Love.
Oh, I thought you said it was not Van Morrison. Shit, I don't remember.
Yeah, whoever it is, and the
Morris
Time.
Day.
Morris Day and the Time. Yeah, I think he's gonna be there, so that's gonna be funny. That's like old school right there. Scuba's tarantula. Roommate found 65 coins. Your New Balance. Oh, apparently somebody did a small robbery.
No, Chinook came in, and it's the first time he's been in here, so it finds his coins.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, you got to itemize to be able to write it off, which we're going to be itemizing so we can claim our real estate taxes and our interest on the house.
Yeah. Yeah, I went out and pressure washed all that stuff off the house today. That was a pain. All the steps, which need to be stained and sealed. Whenever they put the steps up for this house and the whatever deck you want to call that, they didn't treat the wood.
That's because FEMA paid for it, and they did the minimum.
Yeah, they damn sure did the minimum. They did the minimum for sure. So it's like, I need to have that more than the minimum. Do it before winter. Yeah, Harry, that's the plan. Oh, I didn't tell y'all.
Yeah.
Munchkin can verify this. So, Harry would know, after a period of time, the hot tub turns off, right? The bubbles in the hot tub turns off. I don't know if it's 30 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever. So Munchkin and I were in the hot tub the other night, And I told Munchkin straight up, in about 45 seconds, the hot tub's going to turn off. She's like, whatever. Oh, it's 30 minutes? Okay. So I started counting down in my head, 44, 43, 42, 41. And when it got down to 10 seconds, I started counting out loud. 10, 9, 8. And you could see Munchkin looking at me like, whatever, you know that's not going to happen. So I'm telling y'all, strike me down right now. I was like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and boom, the hot tub shut off. And I was like, what's up?
Yeah, I think he was more surprised than I was.
She said, holy crap. I was like, I know, right? I don't know how I knew it was going to turn off that exact second.
No shit. Yeah, I mean, it was.
Then you farted.
Yeah.
I guessed when it was going to turn off, and it turned off exactly when I said, which is awesome.
Human soup, like a pot roast.
I didn't have a watch or any. There was no trickery. She saw it. I just thought it was cool as hell. I just guessed somehow. I knew exactly when it was going to turn off.
Yes, he was on cloud 9 for the rest of the night. He just kept looking at me and grinning because, he's magic. Stop growling at Bandit. He's not doing anything to you.
So now we have our hot tub. Not as nice as Harry's set up. He's got his out with like little planters set out beside it and stuff. I like the way Harry's got his set up. We got a 10 by 10 canopy above ours now that has LED lights going around. So it's pretty cool. It keeps the hot tub out of the sun during the day. And at night, it's nice, just to sit out there with the lights blinking above us. And the hot tub itself lights up. So that's cool. How many cats do you got in there? 2,
but she's sitting in my lap growling at Bandit because she doesn't want him in here. So he left.
Doesn't take much to entertain a man. Lights are next. See, Harry's going to get some lights. Hell yeah, Harry. I mean, it's so relaxing to go out there and get in the hot tub. It just is. I'm surprised Harry's not in the hot tub like watching the show. That, if he had the spot for it, and if I had an enclosed area like a screened-in porch, I would put a TV on the wall and watch TV from in the hot tub.
Okay. So Creed, I like the lights, but I want them to be white instead of Christmas colored.
Yeah,
not necessarily that. I'm talking.
Go ahead.
Don't interrupt me.
I thought you were done.
No, not necessarily white either. Just a solid color. I don't like the flashy red, green, and blue. But
he said, "That's next."
It's not bright enough to where it lights it up to where people can see everything you're doing, but it does make it bright enough to where when you get out, you can see where your towel and shit is, and you can see to put the cover back on and do the clips.
Yeah, John Q. Speaking of which, I can't really film in there, especially if Munchkin's naked, because boobs float, so they would be showing up on camera if I tried to film. So it's hard to film the hot tub thing if we're
well, I can't put my arms
clothed
on the edge of the hot tub and stay under the water either. It doesn't work that way. So yeah, but I'm not wearing that shirt again, John Q, because that was ridiculous. Who are you growling at now? There's nobody even in here. You're just laying in my lap growling. Now she's gonna go slap the dog who's just sleeping peacefully.
I only got 1 million coins. Wally's got me beat by like 1 billion.
I'm not even on the. Oh, there I am.
You have way more than I suck. I'm way down in the list. Look, Darn Thing probably gave themselves 26 million.
Where's Scorp at? I don't
Well,
see
that's
him
the
on
top
list
coins. That's the
anymore.
top right there. So everybody flips coins right now and ticks the bot off like, I don't know what to do.
Yay, I won.
So regardless of the fact, the main thing that to take away from the paramotor accident is now that it's summertime, thermals are a big thing right now. So it's very dangerous to fly during midday. So that won't be happening. So it's either sunrise or sunset are the only two opportunities that you have to fly in the summertime. In the winter, it's not so bad because it's already cold outside.
Yeah,
so
but
you don't
gotta
really
think
get
sunset now is freaking 8 o'clock too.
Right,
so
right.
Later, actually.
So you technically about an hour to 2 hours before sunset, that's when it calms down and you're good to go. If you go before that, you're taking a big risk, and I don't want to take big risk. That's bad. So now I get to actually vape. Shouldn't I be on there? I have more than Scuba. I don't know. It's probably showing me because I'm last, Scott. I still think the Kelpie has just a little bit of a sweeter taste on the back end. This is the Blaze. Now, the Blaze is giving me more clouds, more rich vape, if you will. But this just gives me a little bit more on the flavor side, I think. Just because it's a single coil, basically a mouth to lung. I would say a
Good thing is
restricted.
he found the glass bite with his foot instead of me finding it. So.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
good.
cut my foot open today. That Kelpie glass that was broken, I was trying to get it off, and a piece of it fell on my carpet. And I felt all over the carpet. I couldn't find the damn piece.
So
And I
what
was
does he do
barefooted,
next?
and then my foot found it as it sliced my foot open. So, yeah, that hurt. But I got it done.
How much blood did you get on my carpet?
I had a paper towel. I instantly put it. It didn't bleed at first because it was pretty deep.
Oh, okay.
So I put some once it started to bleed, I put some a paper towel on it. I was good to go. Then I got a Band-Aid. Then proceeded to go outside and pressure wash the house with a Band-Aid on my foot. Yeah, it is foggy in here, isn't it, Dolores? I didn't even realize it, but it's getting foggy in here. I'm sitting here just vaping. Let's fog up the place. I guess I could open my window.
You can open a window. They actually open in this house.
I haven't tried to open this window ever. It helps if you unlock it. It's open now. Scuba's
Oh,
vape
boy.
shop. We'll see if any of the smoke clears out, because not smoke, vapor clears out of here. Because it's pretty foggy in here right now.
It is very foggy. Your camera looks all blurry and shit.
I didn't even, I was just starting to notice it. I'm like, man, it's pretty foggy. If I had the fan right by the window, well, aren't
It's
you?
actually not bad, Dolores. You can't really see it in the air anymore.
I gotta sing now. I'm on stage with the smoke machine, right, Graham? Oh man!
Now, the other morning when I got up, when I was drinking my coffee, it looked like it was foggy outside. And I was like, ooh, it looks chilly and foggy. And I went outside and breathed and was like, ah,
Maybe
that's
if I
not
just
fog.
hold it in and don't blow any vapor out. Oh, I've done that before, like in a department store.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to hold it in. You know, if you hold it in long enough, when you exhale, there's no vapor, no seeable vapor. And accidentally let out a little too early. So some came out, and I was like, oh, I went to another aisle. I just got the hell out of there. I'm out of here.
That's how I used to vape in the courthouse, but I would like.
See you, Linda.
Hi, Linda. I'd walk down one of the aisle because the record room is separated into like 3 different rooms. So I'd walk down the aisle between all the books and just kind of blow it out little by little towards the ground and just leave a trail of cinnamon buns behind me.
It's clearing up, but really slow. Is there any quick way to do it?
Put the fan in the window.
Yeah, I can't put there's nothing that you can put in that window. It's too small for that. It doesn't have a big enough overhang.
I mean, we got this fan right here that you can put in there and raise it up and point it out.
Yeah, that would work, but I've never gotten it that foggy in here. Let me make a drink and open the door, and that might get some of it out.
You can come get this fan too, because it doesn't. I don't know why it's in here. I didn't bring it in here. I don't need that fan either. My office is not the repository for all the shit you don't want. The bed is not on fire. The Exorcist bed got a new mattress. And we found when I was forced to go to Costco against my will the other day. They had a mattress topper there that's a memory foam mattress topper that I think it's probably about 2 inches thick. But boy, if you put that sucker on top of that mattress, I'd never get out of bed again. It was $170 for a mattress topper though, so it stayed at Costco where it was at, because fuck that. But yes, that felt very, very smushy and very comfortable. We've got a mattress topper on it now, but it's just some cheapo Amazon thing. Right, Harry? That's what I said. I was like, ooh, feel that. And then I saw the price. I was like, oh, never mind.
I will say that Will was really cool because that raffle that I entered, technically you're supposed to be at the fly-in to enter the raffle.
Right back.
He let me PayPal him the money to buy me some raffle tickets. And then he sent me, hey, Addie, he sent me a video of all my raffle tickets showing every number that I got. So I don't know if he's going to video the drawing so I can see what it was, but that's pretty cool. I trust Will. He's fine. I didn't get that many tickets anyway, but Will is probably right now enjoying social contact with lots of other paramotor pilots at the fly-in. I wish I could have got down there. There's just no way. I couldn't take off work again. They would have killed me. Plus, that's a long way from here down to basically southwest Florida. It's far down into Florida. It's not even, I could understand like Panama City Beach because it's right up at the top, but this is way down in Florida. Not too far from Wachula, just a few minutes. Scuba is using a Kelpie. He needs to put on a Vapor Owl vape band. Yeah, you're right. I have one right here, I'm sure. Where's all my vape bands, man? Oh. Look at that. I got a whole bag full of them. I got a Scuba's Nuts and Cock vape band. Wait, it needs to go on the Kelpie. Whoa. Sometimes it's hard to... Sometimes I almost broke it trying to get this band on there, Scott. There we go. That's a good place to focus onto it. Now maybe I won't break the glass. Yes, Eddie, it's always fun when you break a glass tank on an RTA and then you find it with your bare foot. I tried to find it with my hand, but the Blaze Solos over the Kelpie, really, Arnie. I don't have the Solo. I only have the dual Blaze, so I can't compare the Solo one. But I don't doubt that. The Kelpie is a much older tank. But it was good during its day. I mean, I still enjoy it, though. Where is Munchkin? Good question, Dolores. Oh, yeah. Addie, I got that at the, I'll show it to you if you want to see it. I got that at the air show that they had here in Hampton a couple weeks ago. They were actually pretty cheap. Whoa, don't fall. It's really nice. You can adjust all this. This turns. But Addie, he also had this, so I had to get this. This is solid wood, by the way. These are fins and a scuba tank. So I had to get this just because. You know, it was so funny because I was like, all he had in there was like, he had an AK-47. Now the machine guns are full size, like actual size machine gun made out of wood. All the helicopters, airplanes, and jets you could think of, including classic cars like Camaros, GTOs, all that. And then the only weird thing that I saw was the scuba tank. And I was like, what? And that was the only one he had, so I bought it. But that was only like, what, 60, I think it was $70 for that helicopter. That's a great deal for that.
Look,
That's
I washed
solid
my
wood.
hands and it turned blue.
Oh, look at that. You from washing them?
Yeah, it changes color with the temperature.
Oh, that's cool. It changes with hot or cold?
Both.
Oh, well, it's going to be hot outside, so you know that's going to change a color. Does it turn
Awesome.
red and devilish?
Not this particular one. This goes from it's green and blue.
Those blue urinal cakes are not soap.
No, but I can definitely tell that I've put it on thicker on my right hand than my left hand. But
so, Addie, earlier, since you missed it, I did show off the. This is a Q Mini from back in the day, but this is a titanium version. So this is a very old mod, but it's one of a kind because it's a. This is a SX Mini Q Mini, but titanium. This is all. This is titanium. This is titanium. In here is titanium. Yeah, it's sweet. I got that from Jazzy. That was like, I think he made that specially for him, so I got it now. Yay! Along with I got a regular SL class. I got another SL class V2 brand new in the box. Where's the other SL class? This one is one that Perry made that he stabbed wood. So that doesn't show it good. Let me go to the other camera because that does not show it correctly. Build cam. This will kind of show it better. Not that it's focused very well. That's better.
But I put it in the cart, Dolores.
Yeah, this is the original SL class here. I got it upside down, but very nice mod. And you know, I gotta collect all the fancy stuff. So Jazzy's got it for me, so I'm there. So I'm vaping the Kelpie and the Blaze dual and the tripod, which a lot of people have been talking about the new tripod V2. I have the V1 tripod, like it a lot. Like I said, my only complaint with the tripod is it don't hold that much juice. If that's my only complaint, it's pretty damn good. Yes, the Q Mini does fire and work. I mean, what good is it to have a trophy if if it does a usable thing and you don't do it for what it's designed for? So use it, I say.
Where's that gold G class?
Right there. Right there. I know I don't. Now, the only reason I don't use it because that one's easy to scratch. This one probably is too. Did the house clean up nice? It's getting there, Addie. It's not done by any means. We still have a mattress out there in the main living room because we bought another mattress. So now we have to figure out what to do with that mattress.
I know what to do with it. Chuck it out at the curb, but somebody won't let me.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that mattress. I hate throwing away good stuff.
Clearly.
If we have to, we'll throw it on the curb. The cats like playing on it right now, but
they do. But
now
we can get something else for them.
I started to go through the stuff in the basement. I did take a lot of my tools and put them into the toolbox because I had them in bins. Oh yeah, the tripod 2 is good with the extension. It holds more juice. Don't tell me that, Graham. Throw it out already. I'm a bad hoarder, Dolores. Bad.
He is.
Yeah, the tripod 2. I just haven't seen any vape gear that I'm like, oh, I need that lately. I mean, tripod 2 would obviously be great. I'm sure it's probably even a step above this one.
It's a used mattress, Cherokee. Nobody wants a used mattress. I mean, now it's covered in fucking cat hair, but
it's clean. I mean, I could show you the mattress is spotless clean, but nobody's gonna. You can't just give anybody a mattress. That don't work that way. Because we didn't even sleep on the mattress. We had a topper on top of that. So
it had two. It's got a cover and a topper. My sister's gonna see if my nephew wants it. So
thanks, John Q, for the visual. Jesus. You want an Empire Squonker. I haven't even seen those, Scott. Is that something new that's just coming out, or is that a mod that's been around for a while and you just want one of those? I still have a Squonker made by, I can't remember the guy's name. Higgy had it in the auction. It's still sealed in the cellophane plastic. I've not even opened it. It's a Squonker. BT or something, I think is the logo that's on there. B something. It's probably in your room. That's definitely not in here. Oh, it's fairly new. Okay. I'll have to look that up, Scott. I haven't seen that. Right, Dolores? I know, John Q, he's right there for the entertainment. Jesus, John Q. Well, thank you, Dolores. Man, you're quick. $140. Ooh, it's a Squonker. Is that 21700 also? Wait, it comes in blue? Damn it, man. Oh, they're sold out of, they have orange and gunmetal. That's it. The blue, why does everybody buy my blue one, man? The purple ones are sold out. Okay, so I see the Squonker. I see the little bitty RDA type thing that sits on top of it. That is pretty interesting. I actually like that. It is 21700, I see. 140 bucks. Grim Green, huh? Vapors Cloud, Orca. So it's Vapors Cloud, Orca Vape, and Grim Green are all working in collaboration to make this. And I see Grim Green's logo on the burrow tank part. Wow. The chip will fit in the stubby. It does look like the same thing as the stubby Cloud Chucker. I mean, they look like the same, basically the same screen and everything. The only difference is this is a Squonker and the stubby isn't. Okay, Squonkers are great. I'll give them that. They're really good on flavor. The only problem I've ever had with Squonkers is if you leave juice in them overnight, the next day it tastes like crap to me, depending on what they made the bottle out of. Now, I don't know what this bottle's made out of that comes on the Empire, but if it's a bottle that leaches flavor into the juice, it's going to suck. I'm telling you right now. It looks like one of the soft squeeze bottles, which those are okay. They don't leach as much of the bad flavor into the juice, but I still would recommend every night vape it till it's out of juice and then, wash it out. And the next day, refill it. Don't leave juice in it overnight, even in the tube, because it makes stuff taste wonky. You don't want that. What is grabbing me?
I don't know.
Oh, it's my vice, I think. She looks pissed about something. She always does.
Wearing
Dolores.
a cat hat. No, I was reading. Why does it look like we're on a potato all of a sudden? Okay, there we go.
We're not on a potato.
I do have RBF, but that's the face I make when I read because I don't have my glasses on, so I got to squint.
Should have recognized a squint. I sent some pictures of my prop to Kylo Glee, and he says, that's fixable. What I plan on doing is buying a new prop, and then I'm going to send him my old one and be like, hey, man, if you think you can fix it, go for it. Charge me what you want, and we'll see what he does.
I found a pair in a box of crap that he had that he got from, funnily enough, the Woot box of crap. And they work really good, but they only seem to work for like if I'm signing paperwork on my desk, so I can look down and read them.
Yeah, because
I need to get
they're
new
not
glasses,
progressive. They're one vision. That's it.
But my thought process here is I've got really expensive frames, and in order to get the cheap glasses through, like where he got his glasses through, I have to mail them my frames.
Zenny.
And I don't really want to do that. Those are $400 and some odd frames. What happens if they fuck them up?
Here's an idea. Buy some different frames. They got really nice frames.
Okay, I have a pair of $500 frames. Why would I buy some cheap ones when I have $500 ones? I bought them. What am I just going to do? Throw them in a drawer and...
Well, because glasses have a tendency to get messed up. Even mine.
Not mine.
These have been really scratch resistant. I got to give Zenny credit. My original glasses would scratch no problem. These have not done that. I don't have any scratches on these glasses, which are great. And then I also bought a pair of prescription sunglasses, which are like impossible to get, especially progressive prescription sunglasses, which I have out in the car.
That's the ones that were at.
That's what I fly with.
That's what was in the box of stuff, Dolores. But they don't work for me trying to read a screen that's a foot in front of me. They only work for stuff that's like.
Oh, there comes a cat.
Yeah.
And I'm so stubborn. These glasses and my prescription sunglasses are the exact same frames. Because I was like, well, I know I like the way these feel, so I'll just get the same things just with sunglasses. They work great, but not inside the house. If you wear them in the house, you can't see a damn thing. They're dark. Is that Boots? That is Boots.
Yes, Boots is the one that will not allow me to raise my voice or sing, apparently. She doesn't like that either.
You can always tell Boots because Boots is the black cat with the white feet. It has literally white boots on all its feet, which is another reason why I wanted to name it Boots, besides the fact that my cat, when I was young, was Boots. So...
She's purring. Can you hear?
Oh, look at there. Hypocriticpost.com. I'll have to check that out, Addie. So we have 4 minutes left. We're going to...
Hippocratic.
Yeah, Hippocratic. But I was saying it was Hypocritical Post.
Yes, Smokey is completely black. She's a little tiny mini panther. And then Bandit, who's just a giant cat.
I don't know why Verizon sent us... Oh, speaking of Smokey, Dolores, we have our couch is leather and it has reclining seats that are electric. You push the button, it leans you back. So I did that last night and got about halfway, and then I felt the chair rumble. And I was like, is the damn sofa broke already? So I went back forward some, and then it rumbled again. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I was like, is there a cat in the damn couch? So that was when the 9 or 10-year-old was at the house, and he looked under there, and he's like, yeah, there's a cat in there. So I leaned back further, which I guess was the right way, because the next thing you know, pew, Smokey took off from out. Smokey somehow had gotten inside the couch. And
yeah, she wasn't under there.
She was being hurt by the chair, and a good thing I didn't hurt her. She was fine, but
I don't know if she was hurt or if it just startled her, because she didn't appear hurt, but she came tearing out from underneath that couch with all of her fur puffed out, and
she rumbled the hell out of that thing. That couch was rumbling. I was like, what the heck is this?
Bootsy.
I did scare her, Dolores. I didn't try to. I didn't know there was a cat in the couch. Usually we don't have a cat in the couch. Hey, Mick, how's it going? Here's an old mod for you, Mick. You probably never seen before. This is the SX Mini Q Mini. This one's the titanium version, so you'll never find this one, but maybe you'll find a red one, but not this is titanium. This is titanium. Titanium. But yeah, these were great. These are dual 18650 mods. She's going to scratch the sofa up. Graham, we have protected the sofa to keep her from scratching it up. It has a
cover.
Tried
to protect the sofa.
That covers the complete couch. If they still scratch it, then they scratch it. But we've covered the entire recliner and sofa with a protective cover that's tied down so the cats can't scratch it, hopefully. We'll see. All right, I'm pretty much done for Friday. Tomorrow, I'm going to cook some ribs on the grill. It's going to be delicious. I'm going to have to start that early because they have to cook for a long time, because I like my ribs to fall off the bone, or almost, not quite fall off the bone. Falling off the bone's too much, just close to it. to where you don't have
so
to
you can
gnaw on them for
pull
an
the
hour.
bone out of it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Good night, Dolores.
I hope everybody has a great weekend, and we will catch you guys same time next week, same bet channel. And until then, y'all stay safe out there. I'm going to try to do the same thing. And I just said vehicle detector. And now to the spa. I know that's right, Harry. We'll join you. See ya.
Good night.
Bye.